What really happened to Jimmy Garvin remains one of the most talked about mysteries in wrestling. From his marital struggles to his heated feuds, fans were always left wondering what was truly going on behind the scenes. So today, we're diving deep into his story to uncover the truth. Let's get started. The gorgeous Jimmy Garvin persona took shape early in his career, built around glamour, ego, and pure vanity. He wasn't just another flashy heel. He was methodical, carefully crafting every piece of his image. One of his smartest moves was creating a fictional wrestling family, which added depth to his character and gave him long-term storylines to work with. His real-life stepfather, Ron Garvin, was introduced as his kayfabe brother, a clever twist that would pay off in major ways later in his NWA run. But the real cornerstone of Garvin's act was his wife, Patty Williams. The two married back in 1972, long before fame found them. Patty entered the wrestling world in 1983 with world-class championship wrestling in Dallas, starting out under the name Sunshine II as Garvin's second valet. Everything changed on October 31, 1983, when Garvin dramatically fired the original Sunshine after losing the WCCW Television Championship to Johnny Mantell. Right after, he rebranded Patty as Precious, and that's when the magic really began. From that moment, Precious became his on-screen valet and manager for nearly a decade, retiring in 1992. Having his real-life wife play his on-screen partner was a bold and strategic choice. It gave fans something extra to talk about. Was their chemistry real or just part of the act? That blurred line made every storyline feel more personal, and the tension between reality and fiction drew fans in. The gorgeous Garvin and Precious duo became a perfect mix of glamour and arrogance, fueling Garvin's rise as one of wrestling's most entertaining villains. Their first big breakthrough came in WCCW, where the feud between the original Sunshine and the newly christened Precious took off. It became one of the promotion's hottest rivalries, second only to the legendary Von Erich family storylines. When the original Sunshine teamed up with Chris Adams, it set off a string of emotionally charged matches for the NWA American Heavyweight Championship that had Dallas fans completely hooked. But the drama didn't stop when the cameras turned off. In later interviews, Garvin admitted that the constant blending of his real marriage with his wrestling character caused real strain between him and Patty. Keeping up the illusion of their relationship on screen, complete with jealousy angles and emotional storylines, took a heavy toll on their real life. What the fans saw as entertainment was, in many ways, real emotional exhaustion for the couple behind it. During his WCCW run, Garvin also showed just how good he was at playing the villain. He refused to wrestle on live TV, showing off his character's arrogance and sense of superiority. This arrogance led to a heated feud with David Von Erich, one of Texas's most beloved wrestlers. When Garvin finally lost to him, he was forced to spend a day as David's valet, doing ranch chores, cleaning, and serving the Von Erich family. The storyline was a huge hit with fans. It humiliated the pompous, gorgeous Garvin, while making the hard-working Von Erichs even more relatable to their blue-collar Texas audience. Barrett's delicate, deliberate blurring of fact and fiction, highlighted by Garvin's own remarks about marital strain, captures a defining element of 1980s wrestling realism. The success of the gorgeous Jimmy persona relied heavily on audiences believing that Garvin truly valued his fame and vanity over his home life. When Garvin joined Jim Crockett Promotions in 1986, he immediately began feuding with top stars like Ric Flair and the Midnight Express, managed by Jim Cornette. This period gave rise to one of the most defining and unscripted moments of his entire career, showing how real emotion could instantly reshape a wrestler's character and fan perception. The tension between Garvin and Cornette escalated dramatically when Cornette threw a fireball into the face of Ron Garvin, Jimmy's kayfabe brother. What made this moment truly volatile was the real-life relationship behind the angle. Ron was actually Jimmy's stepfather. The attack crossed a personal line, and Jimmy's response wasn't part of the show. Furious, he reportedly stormed into the heel locker room and launched a legitimate physical assault on Cornette. That spontaneous act of real-life retribution, defending his family after an on-screen assault, became a natural turning point in his career. Without any scripted build-up, Garvin's outburst transformed him into a babyface overnight. Fans immediately connected with his passion and loyalty, recognizing that beneath the flamboyant, gorgeous exterior was someone who would fight for his family. The line between character and reality dissolved, giving Garvin an authentic sense of integrity that strengthened his fan appeal and cemented his image as a genuine protector. After his babyface turn, Garvin entered a heated and deeply personal feud with Kevin Sullivan, leader of the Varsity Club. The storyline revolved around Garvin's wife and valet, Precious, and reflected Sullivan's trademark for psychologically layered storytelling. Sullivan blurred the boundary between fiction and reality even further by addressing Precious by her real name, Patty, rather than her character name, bringing Garvin's private life directly into the spotlight. The angle centered on Sullivan's creepy fixation on Precious and his repeated references to mysterious papers he carried inside his robe. Documents hinted to contain damaging or scandalous information, possibly related to divorce or a buried secret. The brilliance of the storyline lay in what was never revealed. The contents of those papers remained a mystery, allowing fans to fill in the blanks with their own assumptions. Legal trouble, betrayal, or personal disgrace. This ambiguity kept audiences hooked and maximized the tension, as it drew directly from Garvin's publicly known marital issues. In doing so, Sullivan transformed a storyline gimmick into a psychologically charged narrative that felt disturbingly real. The feud ultimately came to a violent end, in a segment specifically crafted to write Garvin off television for a while. In September 1988, Kevin Sullivan and Mike Rotunda carried out a brutal angle on NWA World Championship Wrestling, smashing cement blocks over Garvin's leg to sell a broken leg injury. The shocking scene served its purpose. It gave Garvin a clean exit from the emotionally exhausting storyline and set the stage for his eventual return. When Garvin came back in June 1989, he did so with a new identity, Jimmy "Jam" Garvin, and joined forces with Michael Hayes as part of the fabulous Freebirds. The move from singles competition to a tag team environment highlighted his adaptability and willingness to evolve as a performer. Together, Garvin and Hayes captured the NWA World Tag Team Championship, competing under the famous Freebird rule, which allowed any combination of the trio, Hayes, Terry Gordy, or Garvin, to defend the titles. Despite the team's success, Garvin's time in the national spotlight was short-lived, reportedly cut short due to backstage politics within NWA. After a brief stint in the World Wrestling Federation in 1992, he wrapped up his in-ring career back in Dallas with the Global Wrestling Federation. Reuniting with Hayes and Gordy, Garvin helped reform the Freebirds and captured the GWF Tag Team titles alongside Gordy in 1994. His official retirement came later that year, coinciding with the closure of the GWF. In many ways, the timing felt deliberate, a clean, natural end that allowed him to walk away from the chaos and politics of the wrestling world on his own terms. The real story of what happened to Jimmy Garvin after wrestling lies in his complete transformation outside the ring. Following his 1994 retirement, Garvin, real name James Williams, embarked on an entirely new career path. He trained extensively to become an airline transport pilot and eventually secured a professional flying position with NetJets. This career shift represents a striking contrast to his former life. Garvin transitioned from the loud, unpredictable world of professional wrestling, where risk, performance, and ego ruled, to an environment defined by discipline, structure, and precision. The move highlights a side of Garvin that his flamboyant, gorgeous persona never revealed: intelligence, focus, and a deep sense of responsibility. His successful reinvention stands as a testament to his ability to adapt and thrive beyond the ring, proving that behind the character was a man capable of mastering entirely new heights. Beyond the ring, the remarkable stability of Jimmy Garvin's personal life stands as a powerful contrast to the chaos he often portrayed on screen. Despite the constant travel, backstage politics, and the emotional strain that wrestling placed on his marriage, James and Patty Williams, better known to fans as Precious, have remained together since 1972. Over 50 years of marriage in an industry where relationships rarely endure is an achievement in itself. The couple raised 2 daughters, proving that behind the glitz and drama, there was a foundation built on loyalty, faith, and resilience. In retirement, both James and Patty have devoted their time to philanthropy, dedicating their efforts to ministry work that helps the poor and homeless. Throughout his career, Jimmy Garvin demonstrated a rare willingness to blur the line between personal truth and professional storytelling. He incorporated his real-life relationships, his wife Patty, and his stepfather Ron Garvin, into some of wrestling's most emotionally charged storylines. This blending of reality and performance gave his work an intensity few others achieved. From the volatile Precious Sunshine feud to the unscripted outburst against Jim Cornette, Garvin's greatest moments came from that raw, emotional authenticity. In the end, Jimmy Garvin's legacy rests on that very balance, his ability to merge theatrical charisma with genuine emotion. It's what made his stories feel real and his character unforgettable. For that, and for his contributions as part of the fabulous Freebirds, he was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2016, a fitting tribute to a man who turned both his real life and his ring life into art. And that brings us to the end of today's video. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe so you never miss an update.